This is Sherjuan Mims of Heart of a Lion Cigars. We just finished up the Boss Talk on the Rooftop. Amazing conversation with the gentleman. Again, my name is Sherjuan Mims, Heart of a Lion Cigars. You can catch me on my socials, Facebook and Instagram, and also fully loaded website, heartofalioncigars.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Boss Talks on the Rooftop, Season 6. I'm Bryson Fowler, and today I have the greatest honor of introducing Mr. Sherjuan Mims of Heart of the Lion Cigars. Man, I want to tell you, like, I'm a huge fan. I'm so excited to have him on. He blessed my game. And so, without further ado, I'm going to introduce my man. Mr. Sherjuan, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, sir?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you as well, man.
Well, bro, so first of all, I don't want to fanboy out on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that, but I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? I got to give you flowers, bro. You have how many different versions of cigars do you sell?
I have 8. 7 I sell, but I have 8 total.
Nah, you gotta run that back.
So I have 7 cigars I sell, but I have 8 total blends.
So there's a secret cigar.
Yes.
So that's a personal stash cigar.
No, it's not as secret as you think, but that's the cigar we're gonna smoke tonight, which is our black label.
This
That
this right here.
I'm right there.
See, this elitist right here. Y'all ain't gonna get this. Y'all ain't gonna get this. So you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the black label, it's because you're not on that status yet. And we're gonna make sure. I'm gonna tell you how to smoke anyway. Either way. So he's gonna show us how to cut it with one of our Kingpin Luxury cigar cutters. You know, feel free to go to kingpinluxury.com, pick that up.
Man, have y'all seen these lighters yet? Kingpin Luxuries right here, man. Again, pairing very well with the Heart of a Lion Cigar Gold label. Get you one, man. Again, exclusive coming soon, man. He's dropping the Rose Gold.
And man, just the stick right now, it just, I don't know how to describe the stick.
So this is a medium body Cameroon Maduro. And this particular cigar was special to me, right? Even though I don't sell it to the masses, it's special to me because this was the very first cigar I chose to start the line. And it was important that I keep this around because we have all the other cigars that kind of get the fanfare, like the kings and the queens, of course. But this cigar I want to have is special. And you know, when I brought this cigar particularly back in this shape and size, that's what makes it so special. So I believe this medium body Cameroon Maduro is something that you will enjoy tonight. And some of the elites and some of the patrons that actually come to the events that I actually have this cigar on hand, they get to take partake in this as well. So
right,
tonight we're gonna smoke it. This particular cigar is called Lion Therapy.
Lion Therapy.
Lion Therapy.
Man. So now we're gonna go into how do you light your cigar?
So for me, how I start all my cigars, and even when I'm lighting for an individual, I always try to look at it, of course, just make sure the construction is right prior to lighting. And then I start from about 2.5, 3 inches away from the cigar, tilt the lighter, not the cigar, just start it from there. And just work my way around the edges first. And then I start going into the center. So edges, then center as well. Okay. And then from there, start to see that nice little burn line. Typically what I try to do if I'm out here, and especially outside, I kind of just
wave a little bit.
Go a little back and forth just a little bit. Because sometimes I'm lighting it for someone else.
Right.
For me, I just light it up and go from there. But again, just kind of give it a little base, and then I just go at it again. Start again with the edges, then go to the center. Did you see that good the good, nice amber color on there, you should be good to go.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fire mine up. That was magnificent. How you did that. That was, you said tilt the lighter, not the cigar,
I tilt the lighter, not the cigar.
and rotate. Right. What smooth. I like that. Don't you let nobody else have one of these. Like, I already feel like supreme right now. Don't let
Yes.
nobody else have these.
You know, I had actually did a poll out right before the New Year's, and I just wanted to figure out what kind of gauge everybody. You know, it's one thing to have certain blends, and you know, you have individuals that love certain cigars that I make, but this particular cigar hits home a lot. And when people try it for the first time and like, wait a minute, you don't sell this particular cigar? So I thought about it at the start of 2024. I wanted to just put it online only, just to kind of see. And I decided not to do it yet because I did have some events scheduled. So I said, let me hold off. Let me make sure that I get the events out the way, and then maybe do it for February 1st. Right. So that's something that I want to do, just to kind of have it at a short run, allow the individuals that love this particular cigar to have one crack at it. Because again, not everybody can make my events, and this is considered a event-only cigar. Okay. And just to give them a little action. Okay. That way they can pick up a 5-pack, a 10-pack, and for a certain amount of time, and then I'll take it back offline again. But this is the Lion Therapy, and this is kind of how every cigar that I have is tailored around Lion Therapy, and this is the one. This is the very first cigar I chose, so it's special.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So you have a background in finance, right? How does that help you be successful in this business?
So ironically, just being in finance and creating reports and creating presentations, for CEOs, CFOs, and directors of some sort. When I got into having a cigar and having to be a salesman, that was something I wasn't used to. That wasn't a usual field that I was in, because I'm selling a product. Right. So what I did was what I do best, is create reports and create presentations. That way the presentation can sell the product. Right. And not me as, Sherjuan, like, hey, I want you to buy my cigar. Right. So when I launched my line, it was strictly based off, what can I take from the finance world and what I've done for now going on, 12 and a half, 13 years. What can I take from that and put it in my cigar brand? Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do. That's why when you go on my website, you see everything that's in my cigar. From wrapper, binder, filler. When you come to my events, I give you any question about the particular blend or particular pairing that you may think about. I think that's important. Right. And I think that's how it allowed me to sell cigars. Absolutely. I didn't go in as a salesman initially. I went in as the finance guy, saying that, hey, if I can make this particular presentation or this particular, I used to use easels back in the day to kind of show the wrapper, binder, filler. If I can provide this education, then I can sell the cigar. Well, let's go into that. Okay. All right. So, give us a real education tutorial, on what does the body of a cigar look like? So it could be a little bit different. And for instance, we can start right here. So the body of the cigar is a Busto. It is a 5x50 ring gauge as well. So this is my Robusto, right? My ring gauge is 50. Robustos can go up to 52. Some kind of classified as a 54 ring gauge in some companies, but mine is a 50 by 5. Okay. Right? 5 inches long, of course. So this particular body is a round cigar. Now I do have a box press body cigar. But this one, out of the eight blends that I have, I only have one box press, but all of them are around, and they go from Toro all the way up to Gordo. So this particular blend, I thought it was a magnificent blend as far as tobacco is concerned, if I just offered it in a Robusto size. So when you get bigger ring gauges, you know, you go up in the Vitolas, you can get different flavors in your tobacco, and I thought that it was perfect to just condense it, keep it in a Robusto size, call it line therapy, and keep it simple. But I think you get the most bang for your buck as far as enjoying the actual tobacco in a Robusto.
Nice. So, and I was going somewhere with the finance question, because like I've been in the tax business for over, I think we're going on 13 years now. So as an entrepreneur in the cigar industry, you know, you have so many different tax write-offs for your entrepreneurship versus in your finance industry. So I know you're trying to correlate. I'm trying to figure out a way to correlate the two, as far as like you have so many different tax write-offs. Like my hobby is cigar smoking, the cigar industry, right? So us sitting here is allowing me to write off these cigars that we purchased, right? So because it's a business venture,
Right.
so this is technically a business meeting. We're doing tutorials. We're showing people how to enjoy the cigar industry and actually learn. So with us being able to tie all that in, it makes everything that we're doing right now, even to enjoying the libations that we're enjoying, tax deduction. So that's why I wanted to tap into your finance background, because everything that I do is it's all related in some kind of way, right? We have the roof industry, we have the tax industry, that we're able to write off your roof whenever you get a roof done on your taxes. People don't know that they can write off their mortgage interest on their taxes. So it's a big educational piece for us to do the podcast that we're doing today. Right. And then for you being a finance guy and you talking about how in a presentation, I'm like, this whole thing is a presentation, honestly. And so I have no problems with shameless plugs. Okay. So hey man, I want you on here. Just tell us everything that you got going forward so we can support it.
Yes.
So what's next for Heart of the Lion Cigar?
So Heart of the Lion, I mean, you know, if you go back to day one, 20 months ago, and you know, my whole thought process was to have one cigar that I can have on my back patio, and I can call it the Sherjuan brand, right? My particular cigar, right? And then you go through the 20-month, you know, timeline of what happened, you know, since, you know, you say as of today. We have 8 cigars. I'm not releasing any more cigars as of right now. But the one thing I wanted to focus on the latter part of fall and into the winter was my apparel line, right? During the whole 20 months, it was a lot of conversation of how can I support you if I don't smoke cigars, or how can we just buy a cigar for you, you can donate to someone else. And they were like, well, do you have a hat, a shirt, or a hoodie, or anything? So I really focused on, you know, the start of, you know, in the fall, start of winter is launching the apparel, right? Which I'm wearing today, the hat, the hoodie.
Yeah, I love it.
And
I love it.
It hit off with a bang. Yeah. We started offering multiple colors. It wasn't just the basic black and whites, color on color type situation. So we allow some flexibility for the customer. So
absolutely,
you can have a 5-pack and you can order a hat or a hoodie, and you can have it tailored to your favorite cigar. Like for me, my personal favorite, which I spent the most time on, was the Dark Habano, right? But that particular cigar has a maroon and gold label. My favorite color is maroon. Okay. I consider myself a a Habano lover. Of course, I love Maduro cigars as well.
Right.
But that particular cigar hits home for me. So that is my flagship. So a lot of people don't know that I wear maroon because it's my favorite color.
Right.
But when you look at all the cigars, what cigar represents you is actually the dark Habano. So, which is actually going to be reimagined as Leo, which is my birth month.
Okay.
So that's actually going to drop here in the next couple of weeks, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I get exclusives and stuff.
yeah, you get exclusives.
I love it.
So the next thing for me outside of the apparel is reimagining all the cigars. And what I mean by that is when I started the line 20 months ago, I wanted my cigars to be named the color of the leaf, right? Connecticut's, Maduros. I have a sweet cap Maduro, and I had the dark Habano. So that was just to make sure that when you buy the product, you understand the color of the leaf. That's the name of the cigar.
Right.
Every subsequent release after that was a lion name: the Roar, the King, Lionheart, the Queen, actually, which is my latest release. So it's all involved with lion names.
Yeah.
So I thought it was important.
King.
Yes, I thought it was important to get back to that. So this reimagining some cigars, nothing's going to change as far as the taste. I'm not changing my cigar manufacturer or anything like that.
Right.
This is reimagining the cigar. So you think of Heart of a Lion Cigar Co. You look at every single cigar is represented with either a lion characteristic or an actual lion name like Leo, which is actually my birth month.
Right.
And then from there, I mentioned this on many podcasts before, but it's coming. 2024, my man's hair care line. And that's been a thing that I actually wanted before the cigars and having my own cigar brand, and because I have large beard, right? So, anything that represents Sherjuan, I wanted to make sure that I put it out to everyone else. So I have a large beard. Why not have a?
It's glorious.
Hair? Yeah,
it's glorious.
Yes, thank you.
I'll give you flowers on there. 4 to 5 beers around here, man. You gotta, like y'all can't see, but half the members back behind the cameras have beards. So
yes,
beard gang all the way around here.
Yes, so that's also coming. I'm hoping to launch. I want to say, we still have some test products out right now, but I want to say at the start of maybe spring, like that April 1 going into the spring weather. I think that's a good launch date. That allows me to really have 2 years as far as promoting the cigar brand, having these cigars out here. That'll be my 2-year mark of being an actual cigar brand. So now I can venture off into another entity and have my own beard line.
So every superhero has an origin story, right? Every villain, every superhero. My favorite part is finding out that origin story. What got you into the cigar world?
So a lot of people don't know. They think I just started smoking cigars and just made a company and that's it. But truth of the matter is my wife actually was the person that kicked me in the behind and say, no, if you're gonna have a cigar, you start a company. But she's also the very person that bought my first cigar. And when we had the idea of, we're gonna start a company, right? She had one first called Lasting Memory. She customizes tumblers, shirts, lighters, coasters of that nature for marketing material. And she was like, okay, I have mine. Now, what you want to do with yours? And sure enough, man, it was like, well, I want clothing brand, or I want I like artwork. Maybe I can have, I can sell art or something like that.
Right.
And you start getting ingratiated with cigar festivals and things like that. And she was like, man, why not? Why not have your own cigar?
Right.
And I was like, okay. But let me have my own first. Let that be it, because I don't know the legal part of it, because I don't want to be out on the corner selling cigars out my trunk. I wanted to be a legal entity, right?
Right.
And she was like, yeah, do some research. Let's go to another cigar festival we have on the docket. And we went. We got back on that road. I said, yeah, I want it.
Yeah.
I want my own cigar.
Right.
But I didn't know how to go about that, right? So that allowed me to reach back into her history, because she was actually a part of a cigar festival a year or two before. So we started reaching out to different individuals and started getting pointed in the right direction of how to create a cigar and who to talk to and go from there. So the origin really starts with a vision of my wife and I, but really it was her. Say, hey, you need a company.
That alignment is real.
Yeah, you need something to do. You need your own entrepreneur avenue. Now that I have lasting memories, what do you want to do? And sure enough, Cigars came up. And Cigars is what we are.
Hey,
20 months later.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
The one with a vision to drive you to purpose, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Girl, that's a true testament to your marriage, and you was able to listen.
Yes. It's still listening. It's still listening.
That's hard.
You know, a lot of people that follow the last 4 or 5 months understand that I had to go back into having so many different cigars that I had, of course, but I wanted to make sure I dedicated a cigar for my wife. She's not a full body smoker. She doesn't like box press cigars. She doesn't like the medium to medium plus profile of a cigar. So it was important to me to give back before we go into try to develop a cigar for someone else. And it was important to me to say, hey, what is your real profile of a cigar that you would like? Right. At the time, she was smoking the sweet Maduro. She's like, I like it. She smoked half of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, waste a cigar.
Right.
Smoke the rest of it. And we got down to it, and like, I want to create you a cigar. I'm gonna create you a cigar. Let's get some samples in. Let's test some blends out for you. And this particular cigar is gonna be called Queen. When we developed the King was supposed to bring all the blends together. All the Dominican blends, the Nicaraguan blends that we had, we're supposed to bring them together. That was the King, that was the full body. Now when you release the Queen, what does that look like? But it looks like my wife. Right. So it's a Connecticut shade wrapper, and it has a sweet cap, purple and gold on the label. That particular cigar at launch was the most successful launch I had since inception of the company. So that cigar is doing very, very well. And that actually have moved a couple of cigars to the side. And I'm not launch on a podcast tonight that I'm actually going to have a Lion Pride sampler, and that particular cigar is going to be in it.
Nice.
Just based off sales, what's working, and what the people want. So my first official sampler pack is going to be the Lion Pride pack.
Okay. Man, that's powerful.
Yes.
Okay, bro. Hey, I appreciate you coming here. Man, how can we connect with you on your socials?
So social media is all the same. Facebook and Instagram is Heart of a Lion Cigars. Again, my website is heartofalioncigars.com. And all the blends are on there. And then also the Dallas-Fort Worth partnerships. Any of the local lounges, they have the blends that you need. So that's how you can find me.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, anytime you want to come back, please just text me, call. We'll schedule it right away.
Oh yes.
All right.
Oh yes.
So guys, check out Heart of a Lion Cigar. Go to kingpinluxury.com. Pick you up a torch, a cigar cutter, so you can enjoy your Heart of a Lion cigar. And I know you're gonna enjoy it just like I do. Remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers.